Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the flight deck. We're here in Stansted. We're doing cargo flights today. We're going to be heading all the way up to Edinburgh. Looks like there's a bit of an event going on. Stansted's fairly busy. You can see there's a bunch of cargo planes here. Kevin's in the 727 there. There's also some passenger flights, and we've got ATC up and around who we'll be talking to there. But we're going to be flying out of here. It looks like a beautiful day to fly up to Scotland. So let's hop on board and get ready to go. Okay, we're on board the aircraft. We're going to go down and set the parking brakes. Make sure they are set up. And we're going to pop down here. We're going to go into ground services, make sure we got the ground power. We then pop up top and start going through our setup here. So, battery and standby power are now on and guarded. Emergency exit lights. There's our standby. It's checked. Emergency exit lights are armed and guarded. Ground power is now connected and is on. We'll get the lights as required. Other way, we'll bring the position lights to steady, and we'll do the half brights on our panel, which gives us a nice bit of illumination, given all the shadows and stuff that we have. And one more down here for the lower pedestal. All right, back up top, we're going to lean back, turn the IRSs over to nav, and we're going to carry on running down our list. So, passenger signs are on, electric hydraulic pumps are now on, yaw damper is on, window heats left and right will come on. Left aft fuel pump on. Wait for the low pressure light to go out. We'll turn on the APU. We're going to wait for the low oil pressure to come on. There it is, and we will start the APU. It's not a very loud APU, but it's all good. We have APU power available, so the APU generators are coming on. APU bleed is going to come on. We'll turn the packs on, get some air movement inside to make sure the isolation valve is open. So I'm going to pop down here to the FMC. I'm going to get everything set up, and we'll be back when we call for our clearance. All right, we got the routes and everything set up. We're going to call now for our clearance and get that. So we do have various frequencies up. First one we're going to tune in is our COM2. That's going to be 121.5. As I mentioned before, this is the guard channel used for monitoring for emergency signals. It's also the ones that the fighters would use if they came up to intercept you. So that's just going to be monitored. Over here on COM1, which is our active, we're going to tune in tower on 123.805. Just check that. 123.805 is correct. And we're going to put that over there, and then we're going to tune in ground on 121.730.
Control 127.105.
121.730, so we'll switch over to ground, and that is going to be who we contact for our clearance. So just go back to ATC.
Hold position.
What position is it for down?
So information Victor.
Runner 39 X-rays ready for push and start.
Runway in use is runway 04, transition level is 7500 or 75. Surface winds are 090 at 10 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more. No clouds detected. Temperatures 28, dew point 19, QNH 1012. Set that. Ground is open. That's where we're going to contact the carting aircraft. Make initial call frequency 121.730. Acknowledge receipt information Victor and advise aircraft type on first contact. Stansted ground, good afternoon. Skyway 7024 with you, stand 1 with Victor, Boeing 737 cargo.
Skyways 7024, Stansted ground, good afternoon. You're cleared to Edinburgh, Utah 1 Sierra departure, runway 04, squawk 7276.
Clear to Edinburgh via the Utah 1 Sierra departure, squawk 7276 for Skyway 7024.
Skyway 7024, be back, correct?
All right, so we're going to go to 7, 2,
Ground, Golf Oscar Yankee, ready for taxi.
76 is in.
Golf Oscar Yankee.
And we're going to carry on with our settings. So altimeters are set, transponder is now set, fueling, loading, and boarding is complete. We'll pop up top, we'll do our airspeed test, that's number 1, and number 2, stall warning stick shakers, number 1, number 2.
320 at Alpha right, ready for taxi.
I'm going to pop down now. We'll do our in-up test.
Runway 04 via Alpha and
That is good. And we'll do our fire
Taxi to holding
test.
point, Hotel 1,
Everything
runway
is up
04
and
via
going.
Alpha and Hotel Lufthansa 320.
That is excellent. And then we'll do our engine test. Okay, that is good there. And
Alpha, requesting touch and stand.
we can do our
Fox 13 Alpha.
systems
confirm now,
test.
back.
Negative, requesting touch and stand.
Pull up.
Taxi from
Wind
stand.
shear.
Negative, stairs on stand.
Wind shear. Terrain.
Sorry, I really
terrain.
can't understand the
Pull up.
accent. Could you say again slower?
Airspeed.
Sorry, that's as slow as I can go. Requesting stairs on stand.
Was that stairs?
Engine stairs on stand.
Oh, that makes more sense. Start approved.
Thank you very much. Start approved, Max 13 Alpha.
That was fun when Kevin's around. Okay, so that is our system tests all done. Takeoff data is set. We have V speeds of 133, 133, and 137. We're going to come up to our cruise altitude, which is going to be 38,000 feet today. So we'll get that dialed in. That's 38,000 feet. Airport elevation here at Stansted is 350 feet. So we'll dial that in case we have to come back. 747 is doing a little bit of a jiggle over there. We're just going to bring up the charts here for when we taxi out. All right, so that is done. MCP, we're going to set up. We're going to want V2 plus 10, so 147 will be our initial climb. Always overshoot that last little bit. Runway heading is 042 degrees. Get that around. And initial climb altitude according to the departure is 5,000 feet due to traffic in the area. So that's all set up and we are good there. Flight directors are going to come on at both sides. Radio's frequencies are set. We have ground and tower set up. All right, we're going to come down now to our FS actions. Go to our ground services. So we're up on the APU. We're going to release the ground power. We're going to come over to our stairs. We're going to release the stairs, get them pulled away. And we're going to remove the wheel chocks. And with that done, we can put you onto the legs page.
KLM 447 Stansted ground.
A quick look outside, make sure everything is good. Stairs are coming away. And Kevin is starting up. So ground equipment is clear, chocks are removed. We're going to request push and start clearance. Let's just get our view.
Offensive 320, just be aware you're pushing the mic quite a bit. Just didn't know if you need.
Beacon is
Yes,
on.
sorry about that, Hotel 320.
No problem, just check.
320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320, 320,
Stansted ground, Skyway 7024, stand 1, ready for push and start.
Skyway 7024, stand 1, push and start approved onto Alpha left, face north.
Roger, push and start approved onto Alpha left facing north for Skyway 7024. All right, so we're going to come out and we're going to pair for pushback. And who's going to handle this? Stobart Aviation Services will handle our push today. And here they come.
EGPH for 7, can
Now this should put us onto the first line here and facing out that way.
Sorry for that, push and start, stand 1, 2 approved onto Alpha right.
We are ready for pushback.
push and start approved onto Alpha right, face
So
north.
while they're going in and hooking everything up, we're going to come in here and set up. So we're going to go to 10 there. I want my data on. And that's fine. Over on Roger's side, we're going to go center. We're going to give him a 20 miles each direction. That's a 40-mile bubble around us
Bypass pin inserted.
that we're in the center of. There comes the push. All right, as they come in, we have no fuel in the center tanks, so we're just going to keep the fuel in the mains. Center tank fuel pumps will stay off.
Requesting clearance to Innsbruck, level 370. Cargo Lux 1 Bravo, Roger, current information, correction, I don't have the information, current QNH 1012, you're cleared over to Innsbruck, Clacton 5.
And we're going to go tail to the left and nose to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, we're starting to move, so we're going to come over here. We're going to turn our packs off,
1157.
leave the air for the engines start, and we're going to start engine number 2.
Roger, please wait for fire, back here, runway 4, squawk 157.
And we have rotation,
Cargo Lux 1 Bravo, read back, correct, brake,
fuel coming on.
0, contact Stansted Tower on 123.805.
123.805.
Current Bus 13 Alpha, we're ready for push.
Alpha.
Roger, back up, Boxing Data.
Easy. Stand by.
All right, so there's engine cutoff, so we're going to come up and start engine number 1.
1375 requesting clearance to Newcastle.
KLM 375 Stansted ground. Good afternoon. Clear
Engine 1 is coming up,
Newcastle, East Harbour, 1
and
departure, runway
fuel is on.
04.
Hopefully they stop us before we hit the fence here.
2735 on the flat clear to Newcastle via the Utah 1 departure KLM 375.
KLM 375.
Stand ground, good evening. Cargo Lux 395 happy.
Yeah, they got us pretty close there.
Flight number 370.
Yeah, we're
Alpha 4, right side E747
We'll ignore that.
Information Victor.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine
All
Cargo
right.
Lux 3905 Stansted ground.
Both are
Good
off, both
afternoon.
engines are up and running.
Innsbruck, Clacton 5 Sierra
Cockpit to ground.
departure.
We have
Runway
good
04,
starts.
squawk
You can disconnect.
7271.
All right, so popping up top with good engine start on both engines. Generators 1 and 2 are now coming online. Engine 1 and 2 start switches over to continuous. Probe heat is coming on. Engine anti-ice not required. Engine 1 and 2 bleeds are on. Packs are on. Recirculation fans are on. Isolation valve will go to auto. APU bleed is now off. APU is off.
Cargo 395, read back correct.
And down we go. So flaps 5 for takeoff. There's 1, 2, and 5. Elevator trim, we want just over 5 units.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
There we go. Flight controls.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Systems page, here's full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder,
Request taxi holding at Papa Romeo.
neutral, engine instruments, and engines are all looking good, and we'll bring that up to the upper page. LNAV and VNAV
Runner 39X ready for taxi.
are now armed. Auto throttle is armed. Warning recall is clear. Taxi light will come on. There's the pin. Give him the wave. Auto brakes set to RTO. And he is off. One quick last look around. We are all clear. We'll ignore
Runner
those
39X
scratches.
is ready for taxi.
Ryanair 39 X-ray, taxi holding point Hotel 1, runway 23 right via Delta and Hotel.
Sorry, could you say again for Ryanair 39 X-ray?
Ryanair 39 X-ray, taxi holding point Hotel 1, runway 23 right via Delta and Hotel.
Holding point Hotel 1 for correction 04 via Delta and Hotel.
German Wings 5 Whiskey Tango, Stansted ground, good afternoon, taxi stand 83 via Papa, Juliet and Echo.
Taxi stand 83 via Delta, Papa, Juliet and Echo for German Wings 5 Whiskey Tango.
Stansted ground, Skyway 7024, ready for taxi.
Skyways 7024, taxi holding point Hotel 1, correction, taxi and hold short taxiway Juliet via Alpha Left.
Roger, taxi hold short Juliet on Alpha Left, Skyway 7024. All right, we're good to go, so brakes released.
And ground, KLM 375 is ready to
Gonna
taxi.
come up.
We're over
Taxi
at
lights
the,
are on.
stand 504.
We're going to hold short on Juliet for arriving traffic.
735.
Taxiing in behind the 747 cargoes here.
Stand 83, you mean 83 right on? Up the road.
All right, we'll do our pre-departure checks. That's fuel flow is checked, V-speeds checked 133, 133, 137, MCP, radio data, and nav data is all set. Position lights are going to strobe and steady. Taxi lights off, turn off lights are on, landing lights are all on. Transponder is on. We are traffic mode on both sides. Runway is identified. We are good. Stansted Tower, good afternoon. Skyway 7024, approaching Hotel 3 and ready to go.
Skyway 7024, Stansted Tower, good afternoon.
All right, so we're going to hold at Hotel 1.
And Tower Golf Oscar Yankee, fully ready at Golf 1.
Just around the corner here.
Golf Oscar Yankee, Stansted Tower, good afternoon.
Stansted Tower, EGPH behind the Skyways in front, approaching Hotel 3.
Easy 2847, Stansted Tower, good afternoon.
All right, we got traffic landing. There he is coming in.
1504, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 04, clear to land, 1504.
Ryanair 39er X-ray, reminder, initial climb 5,000 feet.
Initial climb 5,000, Ryanair 39er X-ray.
There comes the flight. I think that's
39er X-ray,
Italian.
contact rudder control 127.105.
It's the new Italian airline.
127-105 for Ryanair 39er X-ray. Thanks, bye.
Not sure who he's going to get to go out first, me or him.
Skyway 7024, behind the departing DA42 via Hotel 1, line up, runway 04, behind.
Behind the departing aircraft, line up 04, behind Skyway 7024.
Skyway 1504, approach as vacated.
Tower 1504, apologies, contact ground 121.730.
121.730, 1504.
Tower, Cargolux 1 Bravo. Cargolux 1 Bravo, Stansted Tower, good afternoon.
We're going to have to watch for that wake turbulence off the little guy. He should make a right-hand turn to get out of the way. There we go.
Skyway 7024, traffic information is a DA42, just departed runway 04.
6242.
VFR departures to the north. Surface wind at 070 degrees, 10 knots, runway 04, cleared takeoff.
Roger, cleared takeoff runway 04. We'll watch for the traffic. Skyway 7024. All right, engine's coming up to 40%. We'll get the clock running.
Tower, hello, Ryanair 2618, and hello, ILS 404.
It's 40%, brakes
Ryanair
released.
2318,
Takeoff
Stansted
power
Tower.
set.
Good afternoon. Surface wind at 070 degrees, 10 knots, runway 04, clear. Continue approach, 1 departure ahead.
Continue approach, 04,
Check.
Ryanair 2618.
Golf Oscar Yankee, contact London Control 127.105.
Check.
127.105, Golf Oscar Yankee, thanks.
Gear up. Autopilot's on. And tower Skyway 7024 climbing through 1,300.
Skyway 7024, contact London Control 127.105.
127-105, Skyway 7024, g'day.
Ryanair.
Yankee with you, 1,400 north of Stansted.
Golf Oscar Yankee, roger. And what service do you require?
I'm guessing you're busy, so we'll take a basic service, Golf Oscar Yankee.
Golf Oscar Yankee, roger. You're going to be leaving aircraft very shortly. It's basic service. That's a QNH 1012.
Basic service outside the airspace 1012, Golf Oscar Yankee, thanks.
Increase 8411, descent to altitude. To confirm, did I give you 6,000?
Maintain 6,000, easy 841.
Great, thank you very much. Easy 841, continue left, sorry, right turn heading 205.
Right turn at 205, easy 841.
Ryanair 61 Charlie Hotel, speed 180 or less.
180 or less, Ryanair 61 Charlie Hotel.
Easy 8411, when you are level, reduce to 180 knots.
One level, reduced 180 knots, easy 841.
London Control Skyway 7024 with you, climb with you 3,300 for 5,000.
Skyway 7024, London Control, hello, maintain 5,000, traffic above.
Maintaining 5,000, Skyway 7024.
LM2301, direct Redfur.
This is where Kevin's fast talking comes in. Get those calls in.
LM2301, redirect Redfur.
LM2301, redirect Redfur.
All right, 5,000 feet coming up. We're going to level up 5,000 due to traffic coming in and above us for Stansted. Just going to watch, make sure the aircraft does what it's supposed to
Ryanair
do.
61 Charlie Hotel, descend altitude 6,000
There we go.
feet,
So autopilot is on, auto brakes are off, gear levers up, engine start switches are now coming back, runway turn off lights are coming off, flaps are fully retracted, cabin pressurization is good. Transition is 7.5, so we're not going to worry about that yet, and we've not up to 10,000. So we're going to give you some views as we head up towards Edinburgh. We'll be back with you live as we do our arrival and landing up in Scotland. We'll see you then.
Okay, very well, maintain 130, Ryanair 337.
Sorry, EVA for 1110, riding 220 degrees.
London, hello, version extra currently Romeo, Photo 342.
Charlie 4, Charlie Romeo, control, good afternoon.
All right, we're descending down through 20,000 feet, flight level 200. Got a KLM in front of us. We're heading into Edinburgh. We have ground up at the moment. We'll see if anyone else comes on. We're set up to do the arrival and approach in for runway 06. Let's get that set up. So we've got the frequencies in for the ILS, 1098, courses in, 060, minimums. The barrow is set for 310, and for the minimums, and then our barrow for conversion is 1017. So destination from whether we've got an elevation, arrival data we're going to set, and I'm just going to grab the elevation 150 feet. So we're going to come down here to our inert ref. We're going to go to our index and our approach. It's going to be a full flaps 40 landing. So that is now in. I know we got steep descents coming up. We're going to come up to our pressurization, bring it down to 150 feet. That is set. Radios were set. We're on Unicom, and we've got 121.755, which is ground frequency at Edinburgh. 121.755 is correct. Localizer frequency and course is all set. We're making our turn there. The other aircraft is in front of us. I got us slowing down to give us some spacing. Anti-ice not required. Warning recall is checked, and we are clear. MCP altitude is set for 4,000 feet. That is the intercept. Altimeters and minimums are set. Missed approach, we'll just fly outbound and pick up the missed approach as published, if required, which is pretty much straight at 3,000 feet, then as directed, in which case we'll self-vector. Auto brakes, we're going to set auto brakes to 2, and we're descending down. So transition altitude here at Edinburgh is, let me just pull up the ATIS, 7,000 feet. I'm just keeping an eye on that traffic as we come inbound. He is a 737-800. I don't see him. I saw his contrails earlier, but he is ahead of us. We're going to bring our speed right down to 250 knots at the moment. We've got speed brakes out helping us slow down as well. So once we hit Turton, we'll make a radio call. He's only about 5 miles in front of us. We're going to really watch that speed and keep an eye out for him. We're descending down on the path. We're down to 346 ground speed. He's at 340. Yeah, we're maintaining our speed, so we might have to work our way around a little bit here and do a slight self-vectoring. We'll see what happens at Tartan. To get ready for that, I'm going to take our heading indicator probably a little bit more out towards 270 to create that spacing there. It's 28 miles from the airport. Airport's located over here. Town of Edinburgh is right there. So we're coming up on 10,000 feet. Pressurization is good. Cabin lights are all set and ready to go. There's 11,000 feet. We'll get these on now just so they're out of the way. Taxi light can stay off, and those lights are all set. And we are good there. Nice. Keeping an eye. Like I said, he'll probably go in that way. We're going to take the 270 for spacing. We're below 10,000 feet. We're going to bring our speed back to 240 now. As soon as we hit under 250, we can go flaps 1. Actually, we can go all the way to flaps 5. So we'll bring out the flaps. This will help slow us down a little bit as well. This is flaps 2. There's flaps 5. No other traffic in the area, so we're going to bring our speed down to 225. Problem is he's slowing as well, so. And we're coming up to Tartan. Edinburgh area traffic, Skyway 7024. 1.1 mile from Tartan, turning to heading 270 for spacing, inbound for ILS runway 06 at Edinburgh. Alright, we'll go over to heading select, and we'll run that out for spacing.
Edinburgh traffic, World Express 33 Yankee, runway 06, line up and take off. Departure to the north.
So it looks like the KLM is going to follow the follow the path. Get that other VOR off the page there. It's a little bit cleaner. Bring that in. We'll bring in a terrain just because there is a little bit of undulating hills. He's heading in towards the intercept point. We're going to carry on this way and then loop around. It should give him enough room. We should be good there. A beautiful day here, some low clouds, typical in Scotland. But other than that, it's gorgeous. A lot of the time you'll find out here it's raining. But we are looking good. Alright, so we're down, we'll go over to standard pressure. Working our way down to 4,000 feet. We'll watch the terrain. We should be good with the hills and everything here. As you can see, we are looking good. Beautiful day here, late summer. And again, slowly working down to our 4,000 foot altitude. And then we'll make our turnaround about the 20-mile mark and then turn in. There's no other traffic right around us coming in at the moment. And we do have that one guy heading out. He's just departing now. So once we're down on the ground at Edinburgh, it's going to be a right-hand departure, probably up around Charlie. We're going to taxi down to the east apron and see if we can get room there.
Edinburgh traffic, KLM 39 and Mike, establishing ILS runway 06, Edinburgh traffic.
There we go. He's making his turn. We'll keep going this way for spacing. $1,000 to go. Bring our speed down to 210 now. Actually, we'll bring it down to 200. We'll go 10 degrees flaps. Yeah, it's not just waiting for him to pass, it's giving him space as well to get down, slowed down, stopped, and off the runway. All right, we're below 210 knots. We're going flaps 10. And that's it until the gear's down. It's kind of holding us here as we're flying away from our point, so it's gonna wait until we turn inbound. I think we're gonna go out to the 20-mile mark and then we'll turn in. Basically what we'll do is just go back into LNAV mode, and that should turn us inbound for C106, which is our initial intercept point for the line in on the approach. There we go, starting down again. Just watching that KLM traffic. Alright, so we're up to the 20-mile mark, so down to 185 on the speed. We'll go back into... Oh no, not on intercept heading. Alright, we can change that. So we'll do it that way. Running through little bits of cloud here. Oh, you still don't want to come in? That's all right. We'll go into approach mode. We're getting the localizer and glide slopes. We'll let the aircraft do that. Edinburgh area traffic, Skyways 7024, established localizer 20 miles out for the ILS runway 06 Edinburgh. There we go, nice turn over the wind farm. Get ourselves lined up. So on our approach, nav course and frequency, your check speeds are with limit. Speed brakes, we're going to come down. We'll get those speed brakes in now. And we'll arm them. Approach mode is armed, glide slope is active. We're on localizer capture, 4,000 feet, heading inbound. Looks like he's just touched down. So plenty of room. Looks like we're gonna have some low cloud over the field.
And if the traffic is 525, descending 4,000 for the Airbus 1 miles arrival out of the traffic.
Edinburgh traffic, KLM 39 Mike, landing 06, Edinburgh traffic.
Alright, there's 15 miles out. Is that this guy? 33Y? No, he's leaving. Oh, without Easy coming in. That's cool. And glide slope capture. Edinburgh area traffic, Skyway 7024, established ILS, runway 06, 12.5 miles, Edinburgh. Alright, so down we go. Speed's going to come back to 160. $10 miles, we'll drop the gear. Coming down through this cloud layer here. Looks like they might be getting a little bit of rain there. There's 10 miles, gear down. Gear down 3 green, flaps 15.
Edinburgh traffic, KLM 39 Mike, runway vacated, Edinburgh traffic.
And flaps 25. We're doing a full flaps 40 for landing.
Edinburgh traffic, Easy 525 on a 20-mile base leg for runway 06, Edinburgh traffic.
You're not base legging it from there. You're kind of heading directly to the airport.
Edinburgh traffic, speedboat 8705, holding short of runway 6 at Edinburgh.
Alright, there's 2,000 feet. 7 miles, we're going to have a landing speed of 133 with our reference at 128. Alright, so lights are all on, cabin is prepared. Airport's not in sight, but that's fine. Gear down 3 green. There's 6 miles, flaps 30, speed coming back to 133. Auto brakes set to 2, speed brakes armed. Airport's in sight. $1,200 feet to go, flaps full. Wind should come around a bit more so it's straight down the runway. Looks like we might have a bit of a right-hand crosswind coming in. Edinburgh traffic, Skyway 7024, 4 mile final, 06 Edinburgh.
1,000.
There's the aircraft waiting. Everything is looking good. Engine starters to continuous. Go around altitude 4,000 feet is set. There's wind not really coming around. May do it rather suddenly. Oh, there she goes. .500 feet. I have control. Oh, sim freeze.
Edinburgh traffic, EG525, just turning final for ILS 06, Edinburgh traffic.
Approaching minimums.
Landing.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
I know we're slightly low, that's fine.
Minimums. 100.
Edinburgh traffic, Speedbird 8705, lining up runway 6 at Edinburgh.
20. 10.
Reversers up.
Edinburgh traffic, EG525, turning right final for IRS. For ILS runway 06, Edinburgh traffic.
There's 60 knots. Reversers off. Auto brakes were disarmed. We'll roll to the end. And we'll get off here at Delta. We're heavy, we're full of cargo, so it took a little bit to get us slowed down and stopped.
We're currently at 300 knots and slowing down.
There we go. Edinburgh traffic, Skyway 7024, clear runway 06 at Delta.
Thanks, Skyway, Speedbird 8705, taking off runway 6 Edinburgh.
Alright, so after landing, brakes are set, flaps are being retracted, speed brakes are being retracted, transponder will stay on, position lights will go to steady with strobe off, landing lights retracted, turn-off lights are off, taxi light is on. We're going to start the APU. Anti-ice not required.
Traffic, EG525, just on a 10-mile final.
Probe
for
heats
ILS
are off, engine
traffic.
start switches to off, and auto brakes are off. All right, let's switch over to ground.
Runway's all yours, EV, I'm out.
Requesting clearance to Hamburg.
Lufthansa 28 Papa, very good afternoon to you, sir. Cleared to Hamburg on the Tala 6 Delta departure, runway 06, squawk 6006.
Cleared to Hamburg via Tala 6 Delta departure, squawk 6006.
Lufthansa 28 Papa, read back correct.
Edinburgh ground, good evening. Skyway 7024 with you on Delta, looking to taxi down to the east apron, gate 212, I think.
Skyways 7024. Good afternoon, welcome to Edinburgh. Gate 212 is available. Taxi there via Alpha, Mike and Sierra.
Roger, stand 212, taxi via Alpha Mike Sierra for Skyway 7024. All right, let's get ourselves over to the stand and I will see you there.
Easy 548 November, taxi, hold Alpha 1 for runway 06 via Golf, Lima and Alpha.
Taxi via Golf, Lima and Alpha for runway 06.
All right, here we are arriving at the
Easy 525,
cargo
we've
stand.
located 06 onto Charlie 1.
We're going on to 212, which is on the right.
Easy 525, good afternoon, welcome to Edinburgh. Hold position for now, expect stand 15 Bravo.
And there you guys are waiting
Hold
for us.
position and expect stand 15 Bravo for Easy 525.
So we're just going to taxi around. There's some aircraft arriving. It's fairly busy. There's a stream here. And Kevin got delayed getting out of Stansted, but he seems to have caught up. He's on his way in for the approach to 06. So we're going to make our turn here. Get ourselves lined up. And here comes our marshaller. Slow her down. And there we go. Welcome back to Stansted. Get the brakes on. Cut the engines. All right.
525, continue taxi.
So we're going to pop up top
Bravo
at
via
the
Lima.
stand. Ooh, that's this one.
Continue taxi stand 15
So
Bravo
taxi
via Lima
lights
for Easy
are
525.
off. APU generators are coming on. We'll make sure the APU bleed is on. Turn the engine bleeds off. Open that isolation valve up. And make sure the air continues to flow. So down to the engines. We can hit the... that's a bad angle to see that. Hit the fuel valves. Anti-collision light will come off. Ground equipment's coming in. We can turn off all the fuel pumps. We'll leave the left aft one on just so they can do their thing. Isolation valve is confirmed. Open. Flight directors are coming on. Aircraft is going to be powered up. We'll come down here
548 November, sadly no further ATC currently available.
to the
Continuing look on
menu.
122
We'll get the wheel
decimal eight.
chocks
Good
put
afternoon.
in. We'll get ground power connected.
Continue on 122.8. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
And we can pop up top with ground power available. We'll switch over to ground power. Shut the APU off. And there we go. We are here. So we're ready to begin deboarding the aircraft.
The boarding requested.
And we'll pop outside. Stairs are going to come in. They're going to open up the doors and get everything off. Thanks for joining us on today's flight. We will see you on the next one. Bye for now.